I want you to take a moment and imagine this scenario for me. You wake up to the sound of birds chirping. You start thinking of assignments that you have due in class this week and next week, and things that you have to get done throughout the day. And you can feel the sun beating down on your face as it comes through the windshield. Now you heard me correctly. I said windshield. You're living in a car. You have no home, yet you're still trying to go to school. The sad reality is that each day there are students in our community, our local school district 25 in the high schools, who are waking up homeless, still trying to go throughout their day and go throughout their educational career. As a member of the Pocatello community and as an employee of a company who encourages as well as promotes and funds local group humanitarian efforts, I have been able to work with individuals to support homeless youth in the area as well as collect donations for them. And in so doing, have been able to see what organizations are doing to be able to support these youth. As we look at today's homeless youth, we can clearly see two things. First, that there is a problem. Second, that we have a big need to fulfill in being able to help that problem in our own community. To begin, let's look at the problem itself. According to a local Gate City Rotary member, Molly Swallow, in an interview with KIFI, she talked about 170 homeless teens in the Pocatello-Chubbuck School District. That's over 170 youth waking up in these cars, vacant buildings, a friend's house, off of their couch, where they sleep for this month, maybe this week, maybe just the night. Some of these students rely on the limited resources that their school's food pantries provide, but food is not the only thing that these kids need. In an article posted on Mashable by Katie Dupree, she lists 13 of the most important and essential items that homeless people need donated. First is toilet paper. She says it's often the first item to go at donation centers. It's in constant need that it's rarely ever filled. So those are the things coming off the shelves, the quickest, simple little things that we have in our everyday lives. These people are going without. Other things that made the list were hygiene needs, such as dental and even feminine hygiene products. What we don't realize is that these students in our own neighborhood, our own backyards, they're our kids' classmates. They're our classmates. They're people that we see each and every day. You have had minor conversations with them as you've walked by. You've asked them how their day was. You've walked right by them as you go throughout grocery shopping, your daily tasks. You see them. They're part of our community. Now that we've seen that this is a problem, there's 170 youth out there, let's look at how we can help them in this issue. The Gate City Rotary Youth Closet opened in May of this year to collect and house donated products for homeless students at Pocatello. Now, each of us has a shelf in our own house, a drawer in our bedroom full of clothes that we never see or use. These clothes sit there until we finally make it to week 2 without doing our laundry and pull them out and use them just simply because they're there. Your clothes, these clothes that sit there and do nothing, can make a difference in the lives of these children. In a Reader's Digest article, Charlotte Hilton Anderson illustrated the effects of one's clothing and their personality. She said, "We dress how we'd like to feel or how we'd like others to think we're feeling. In other words, we put on a happy sweater along with a happy smile, even if we're feeling down. What we're doing each and every day and how we dress represents to other people what not only we think, but what we want them to think." According to the National Law Center on Homelessness and Poverty, 4 of the major causes of homelessness were, first, lack of affordable housing, second, unemployment, third, poverty, and fourth, low wages. The lead cause for homelessness of women, domestic violence. So this is where these children are coming from. These are their parents that are unemployed, that don't have any kind of income coming in. There's their mother who's been abused, and they have nowhere to go. So they're going to school every day just to try to fit in, to try to make a life for themselves. Many of you in my analysis stated that you believed homelessness is not really a problem in Pocatello. Now, when I hear of 170 youth out there who are homeless while still going to school, that's only 170 that we know of. The number is larger because there's kids that are embarrassed to admit that they don't have homes. Though clothes and everyday hygiene products aren't the only things needed by these youth, it's a great place for us to start now, for us to start today. Now, how will your donations and your clothes actually help the youth of our town? I want you to go back and think of the story that we began with. That girl who wakes up in a car, who feels the sun on her face, has something to look forward to on that first day of school. As she gets dressed in, so be it, lightly used clothing that's from someone else, it's something new than what she had before. It's new to her, and it brings her that happy sweater, happy smile. She grabs her donated toothpaste and begins to brush her teeth. She grabs her donated backpack full of the school books that she's been given to study with, and she heads off to school having the confidence knowing that she looks good. That's something that clothes do to each and every one of us. They help us to feel good. Your clothes do make a difference in her life and give her the motivation to finish school and to actually become someone. It comes down to you and your support for the over 170 youth of Pocatello-Chubbuck area to make that difference. Now, in summary, I've addressed the huge issue that we have here in the local community of teen homelessness and the issue that we see with it. I've also explained the donation efforts that are currently in place through the Gate City Rotary Youth Closet. Each of you has that drawer. Each of you has that shelf in your closet full of clothes that you never use or see. Take one afternoon, go through these clothes, go through that drawer of stuff that can bring someone joy. Place everything that is new or lightly used in a bag or a box and take it to the Gate City Rotary Closet at 955 West Alameda here in Pocatello. You can make a difference in those simple, easy ways. Thank you.